Welcome viewers, this is Politics Today. Hapa tunachapa siasa. My name is JONAH SIMBA. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We are with one and only, the Secretary General himself, Nicholas Oyo. Mambo?
Yes, Jonah.
Yes.
Tuko poa sana.
Yes. Free Kenya movement.
Yeah, Free Kenya movement.
Mukoje, how are you winding up the year? Amna mwezi ni alika kapati hivi?
Tuna wind up kama tuna plan strategy ya next year.
Yani mmesota ama ni tax?
Tax inaleta shida. Na tunahope wa Kenya watatusikiza sasa mwaka mpya.
Yes.
Because we have to deal with this question of taxes, Jonah. I think this country needs to find a solution. Tuwezi endelea kama tunakuwa na hii problem ya kupoteza opportunities kila mara kwa sababu ya taxes zimekuwa shida. We are having a problem with investors in this country. It's not a secret anymore. A lot of firms are closing down.
Kabla uja brainstorm hapo.
Yeah.
Feel free to give your contributions. 0111 980384 0111 980384. Hebu tuchape siasa pamoja. Now, aya endelea. Ulikuwa ume
Yeah, I was just basically just looking at the situation. Yes. We may want to be optimistic, but there is a lot of questions around mambo ya taxation.
Yes.
Na vile imekuwa shida kwa watu wengi. Imefanya mambo mingi kwa manyumba, safuria imerudi ikakuwa kidogo.
Seriously, Nicholas, if someone were to make you the president today, what would you do about the cost of living? Will you solve it?
Free Kenya has a solution for it. We are saying this, Jonah.
Yes.
Ukitaka kufanya watu wafanye kazi, you have to motivate them. Na motivation ile inatakikana.
So I watch Treasures of Life.
Yeah.
Ni motivation ya pesa. Okay. Not
unatoa taxes
not
for
psychotherapy.
When we have a problem of the economy, Jonah,
yes,
you allow everybody in the economy to participate. You allow everybody in the country to participate. So when you do taxes and you take taxes juu sana, unapoteza watu. But ukipeleka taxes chini kidogo, unasaidia watu. And for us in Free Kenya, we are saying, abolish taxes on basic and essential commodities based on Article 43.
Based on Article 43. Yeah, you told me 15. Mentioned some of the items.
Yeah, we are talking about fuel, we are talking about kerosene, we are talking about diesel. Those are the issue that are bringing problems.
Hapo hivyo kuna mafuta ya mboga.
Kuna mafuta ya mboga.
Hapo kuna chumvi.
Kuna vitu kama chumvi sio lazima sana hiyo utanini, but kuna mambo ya maji, kuna mambo ya electricity, kuna mambo ya
gas,
ya
cooking,
unga, cooking gas, yes. Unga ya kupika ugali, unga ya kupika chapati,
kuna stima,
kuna rice, stima iko hapo,
kuna maji.
Kuna maji. Those are the things we are saying, Jonah.
Yes.
Kuna mambo ya vitabu na vitu kama hizo, kuna mambo za medicine, because those are things that are captured. But kuna mambo ya building products, Jonah.
Yes.
When we are talking about mambo imeleta controversy kwa sababu ya building, housing levy, as we are saying, reduce taxes on those things that are supposed to build houses. Ndio watu waweze kutengeza manyumba.
Right, but you seem to be operating from a totally opposite perspective from Kenya Kwanza, because hizo vitu unataja, that's where they are putting their taxation. In fact, wameenda mpaka kwa cosmetics, I'm told.
Yeah,
mambo za mpaka kwa ID. They go because according to them, to raise money, you need to go where the monies are.
No, what you need to do for us in our thinking.
But kuna pombe hapo.
Pombe pia kuna taxes here at
work. So you can see
cosmetics at work, but kuna vitu kama Jonah, ukisema unataka kusaidia wananchi.
Yes.
Mkate inafaa kukua kwa nyumba, Jonah. Mtu anaweza kula mkate, at least mtu anaweza kunywa maji, mtu anaweza pika chakula, awe ameshiba, aende hospitali atibiwe.
Right.
After umemaliza hizo, then we can agree with them on where to look for taxes. We know where to look for taxes. Sisi tunafikiria hivyo. We know where to find
where are you going to get taxation? Because according to Kenya Kwanza, where the money is, ukikula hiyo mkate, that's where they'll get the money.
which is very unfortunate because mafikira ya kutaka kupiga taxes mtu kwa chakula inamaanisha unapiga mtu tax akose kupata chakula. There are people who are going hungry in this country, a lot of them. Yeah. There are people who are facing situations that they've never expected. There are people who are supposed to take their kids to school, they don't have the school fees. There are people who are facing problems, they can't travel around. So we are saying, Jonah, if you do abolish taxes on basic and essential commodities, this is what will happen. Factories and workshops will begin to come back. Because those factories and workshops zitaandika watu kazi. And establishments will come up, zitaandika watu kazi. Wale wameandikwa kazi, piga taxes. Tunaelewana?
Right.
Kuna vitu zingine, Jonah, kama mimi nimevaa labda nguo maybe kuna bei ya juu sana, then unapiga taxes ukielekea juu.
I wish I could see what you're putting on right now.
It's not about
is it Mitumba? There was a time when Mitumba manenos were to be thrown out. Are you pro Mitumba?
I'm anti-Mitumba, Jonah, because Mitumba, and I'm not anti in the sense that they should be stopped once. There should be a transition process to ensure that we go back to producing from Kenya. Because, Jonah, if you grew up in this country and you saw the 80s and the 90s, you will realize that there used to be a time, Jonah, when textile industry was very big. We had Kikomis, we had Raymonds, we had Rivertex. Those people were there.
I remember during lunch hour, you could see the buses. I used to live in Eldoret around that time.
Eldoret. And, Jonah, you know, that issue of textile captures Kisumu as a city, the way you know Kisumu, Eldoret, Nakuru, Laikipia, Thika. Those were the 5 areas where this thing was operating.
There used to be a lot of trees for latex. Is it latex around Eldoret?
Yeah, those areas, because you know, in Eldoret is where they did a lot of spinning of those what do you call it? This textile.
Yes.
So there was a lot of industry going on with textile industry. So really we lost all that, Jonah.
Are we losing Eldoret because of that? Are we losing the economy of Eldoret?
Yeah, it went down. Even Nakuru went down. It has just been recovering slowly. But they never really got to the promise that they had at that time. Because at that time, you could talk about Eldoret and you could imagine how big it is. Jonah, there is also the question of sports and issues of entertainment and what have you, and arts and all this.
Yes.
These are things that we can also need to build upon, Jonah. We need to realize how to ensure that we grow talents in this country. We really don't do a lot very well to grow talents.
So where do they find you to share these opinions? Science TV.
We are and we're also going to come out and talk to them.
Yeah, because you seem to have the real solutions, and that is where the gap is. You know, we are having issues because according to, well, from my angle, we have very, very good constitutions, very good laws. Very good frameworks.
We have a very good constitution, Jonah.
But
for us as Free Kenya,
but the problem is implementation.
It is implementation, but it's also the problem that this constitution needed some, should I call it final, should I call it putting it together with the people.
Yeah, thank God you've not said liberation.
Because in our situation, Jonah, we are looking at the people and we feel that we look through the constitution and the people are missing. There's a way that the people are not really fully in the constitution. So one of the things that Free Kenya advocates is to create people-centric ways of ensuring that we push constitutionalism. We want to bring people into the constitution.
But why don't you look for a donor or someone to support Free Kenya then, so that
I hope
you share this with the government? I hope you're not just saying it for the sake of saying. You want to bring real change.
We want to bring real change. We are working with people. If government wants to work with us, we are not going to refuse to work with them.
Yes.
We are going to work with anybody, including people who even want to go for offices, if you are serious. Because, Jonah, in 2022, Free Kenya worked with the independent candidates. We even ended up going to court in a case. This is petition E122 of 160 of 2022. Which basically we won that case, and IBC decided to take some other route. Ended up appealing that case, and did not. They did not actually appeal. They basically said they are going to appeal, and they never came for the appeal. And so it meant that a lot of independent candidates did not actually run, Jonah. If you notice, 2022, there were only 4 presidential candidates. By the time that we were pushing for this, there were 49 independent candidates who wanted to run for office, Jonah.
Right.
All this did not run because of that issue that the IBC had brought, which we went to court and won.
Yeah,
So,
by the way, even before you say that, one thing the viewer may know, because we've walked a journey in Chapa Siasa with you,
yes,
Operation Punguza Mizigo by one Ekuru Court.
yes.
It is rumored that that was your idea before Ekuru Court picked it up.
Yeah, when we went, Free Kenya started during the VAT issue. When
Yes.
the VAT came in 2018, if anybody can, if viewers can remember, we had the issue of VAT first in 2018 when it became an issue in Parliament.
Yeah.
And so we went and did a procession to basically urge MPs to come up and support the people.
Yeah.
And what happened is the MPs passed it, whichever way it was acrimonious, and people remember when it was the eyes have it when the loudest voice was the nai.
Yeah.
So really that happened, and we said that if they cannot listen if the people who are appointed,
Right.
basically employed by someone cannot listen to this person, then we go back to the people who employed them, and that is how we started our referendum. So what happened is that we engaged with a lot of people, including Akuro Okot, and he was saying that he's going to Parliament himself to basically petition Parliament on that question of VAT. And one of us told him that why would you go to a place that it's already, we've already lost this fight there.
Yeah.
We asked, you're going to a referendum, and that's how I think him just picked on the referendum issue. I support his referendum. It was a good referendum. Unfortunately, I think he ran too fast, and he didn't run with the people, and that is where problems began for him. But it was a good referendum too. It had some issues that we needed to talk about. Our referendum was
BBI
also,
came and overtook.
BBI came and again went, and when you drive this vehicle too fast, you may get into. So the vehicles of referendums were driven, BBI was driven very fast, and ended up losing its, I think its tires and everything, and we saw what happened in the courts. So really what you're saying is that this is a
And
moment.
actually BBI provided ammunition for Kenya Kwanza to win.
Yeah,
You know, they actually used it for their campaign.
It is a reality that when you come up with these things, you need to strategically think about it. The thing is this, a lot of things that BBI was covering, we have covered in Free Kenya as people-centric issues. We are not covering them from the point of the leaders. We are covering them from the point of wananchi.
Yeah.
We are saying that the second issue that we are talking seriously is to create a situation where public participation is going to be quantifiable.
Yes.
We are talking about representation, leadership, representation when people go to Parliament,
Yes.
where we can quantify what they are doing in Parliament. Those are some of the changes we are talking about. Two-thirds gender rule. We have a way that we have come up with that you are going to be sure that if you do elections, you are going to have youth, women, and persons with disability in Parliament and in the county assemblies. So, Jonah, these are solutions we have looked at. We want Kenyans to come together.
Has it ever hit you how loaded you are as a movement? Has it ever hit you? Because many times I sit with you and you have, as a movement, you have very genuine solutions away from politics.
Yes,
And okay, before I go that route, let's go back to petition E. What you said, petition
petition E160 of 2022.
Okay, we had one person with disabilities, a friend of mine there. Kindly tell me, what journey did you walk with Ruben Kigame, and what went wrong?
We had an engagement through the.
I just want the
court.
viewer to understand the role you're playing in transforming this country.
Ruben Kigame was one of us in the petition,
Right.
in petition E120 of E160 of 2022, and it ended up that he also had a petition coming in on the issues of disability, and so we wanted to take it to the Supreme Court. So we came together. Free Kenya was supposed to be an interested party in his case. Which was going to be one of the cases. It was going to be the 9th case that was going to go to the Supreme Court.
Right.
Unfortunately, what happened in the case that came up in Supreme Court is that there was a technical issue with the lawyer who basically did not follow up on some of the requirements that were needed. So that case was thrown out. Because you see, in the Supreme Court, the cases are very fast, come in fast and thick, and issues are dealt with even at night. So by the time that this lawyer was pursuing some of these issues, it ended up that they did not pursue some things, and so that case was thrown out, and we lost that opportunity. But we are still discussing on how to pursue some of these things. Kenya now came up back to the referendum that we had started in 2018, and this is what we are pushing. And even the issues of independent candidates and ensuring that people who are with disability can also get into leadership. Because the problem that we have had here is that the spaces that people with disability have are being taken away by other people and political parties that are basically feeling that they want to give other people who they think that they have more, should I call it influence or what have you, unfortunately denying the people with disability their spaces, denying even women some of those spaces.
Two things here. We are looking at the 2/3 gender rule manenos.
Yes.
It has not yet reached there.
It has not reached there.
There is a word, progressively.
Yes, progressive. But Jonah, the argument on progressive must be that you can see the progress. Jonah, you cannot talk about progressive when the progress is not being seen.
Or it's too slow.
Yeah, and I'm not going to...
But can progressive be even 100 years to come?
It could be, indefinite. But that is unfair, because it would mean that we are not going to enjoy what we had hoped for. It should be quick enough. It should be like something like 15, 20, 10 years. So already we have done 10 years of this constitution.
Is there a way of influencing the change of that word so that it comes to
what we have
immediately?
What we have come up with, the formula we have come up with in Free Kenya. We are going to elect people from the in parliament. The people are going to parliament. You are going to elect them from counties, and you are going to elect an equal number of male and female in all the counties. And you're going to elect a number of person with disability and a youth in each county going to parliament in one ticket. One must be either male and female, and one must be a person with disability, and the other must be below.
You are taking this too fast. Ebu, take the viewer step by step. Not that this is my opinion. I just want you to be clear, because you've been sharing this, and the bigger question we are asking here, how do we solve this problem of the 2/3 gender rule never reaching there, people with disabilities never getting their spaces? So that is exactly what I'm trying to find out from what you're explaining. It's an idea you have as Free Kenya Movement.
Yes.
Take the floor.
Now, Jonah,
take it slowly.
Yeah, we are saying that we have 47 counties. There are counties that have more people than others. Nairobi has like 4 million people. 4 million. Other counties like Kiambu and Bungoma have a bit less, but very high populations. And then there are counties that don't have a big number of people. So we are saying this, that in each county we are going to elect the equal number of male and female. So there's going to be the women representatives, the way you have it right now, is going to be turned into representatives of everyone. So there's going to be male representatives, there's going to be women representative, an equal number of male and female from the county. So like Nairobi, for instance, it's going to have 6 male and 6 female. So 6 male and 6 female for Nairobi means 12. And then for Nairobi, because we are saying that they are going to have another 3 seats, 2 seats that are going to be one for a person with disability joined with another person who is a person with who is a youth below 30 years. So one of them must be of either gender. So it means that they are going to be now, those are 14. And then there's another seat, the 15th seat, that is going to be for other minorities. These minorities include elders, includes professionals, and includes community minority. So Jonah, if you end up if you're coming from, say, Busia, and you are in, say, maybe Machakos, you can run for the community minority. You can run as a professional if the professional that you are in has not been in parliament long. You can also look at the question of elder. If you are 65 years and above, that's a ticket that will be available to each county, one ticket that is going to be competed for by those 3 minorities. And then there's 2, which is a person with a disability and a youth. A youth must be below 30 years, and a person with disability must be certified disability. They have a ticket that is joint. So one must be female and one must be male. So again, now you come to the equal number of male and female. So in each county, there is a number for it. Nairobi has 15. I think places like Meru and others have 7. And there is places like Tharaka Nithi, Isiolo, places like I believe Lamu, places like Kipia. They are going to have 5 representatives going to parliament from there. And now in the county assemblies, we are doing it from the constituencies. Each constituency, 290 of them, we get 5 people from each constituency going to the specific county assembly that their constituency is in. So we are talking about a male and a female, and then the 3 that we talked about. A youth, together with...
So a male and a female must be... It's like you must elect a male and a female.
Yeah, you must elect a male and a female in each of the constituencies to take them to the county assembly. So when you take them to the county assembly, it's going to be 5 people from each of the 290 constituencies, which gives us 1,450 representatives without having nominations. Because now...
So what you are saying now, okay, without having nominations, what you are saying right now is that we have MCAs, right?
Yes, we have MCAs.
So in your suggestion, we are going to have 2 MCAs.
We are going to have 5 MCAs from each constituency. Let me explain.
Yes.
From each constituency, there are 290 constituencies.
Today I'm on your case. I want to get this thing. And viewers, you can help me understand this. 01119803884.
And I will share this. We have a website that we are going to share in the group.
Yes.
But this is what we are saying, Jonah. A male and a female from each constituency first.
A male and a female
from each constituency going to the county assemblies.
Going to the county.
And then there are 3 seats.
Now, what is the criteria for the 5? I mean, are you getting them from the wards or just...
From the constituency. Each constituency gives us a male and a female. You elect an MCA in the level of the constituency. So you have 1 male and 1 female from each constituency.
But this now will not be ward representatives. This will be on the level of an MP.
But it doesn't matter. This is the entry. What we call this is an entry. An entry means that you are being taken there to do a certain job. There's roles that you're going to do. You don't have to be, it doesn't matter how you got there. What matters is what you're going to do. Okay. So you're going to the county assembly. This is an entry to ensure that everybody is participating in the leadership. Okay. So we are saying you have 2 people, a male and a female, from each constituency. And then you have 3 minority slots. Those 3 minority slots from each of the constituencies are going to be 2 taken by a youth and a person with a disability in a joint ticket, so that 1 must be male and 1 must be female. And also, 1
so
must
more
be,
like governor and running mate.
Yeah, exactly. It's a running mate. It's like a running mate between 2 people.
But for them to qualify, they must be...
one must be below 30 years and below.
Actually 35, be fair.
No, 30. We are saying 30 because you are going to serve for 5 years.
Okay.
So by the time you finish your term, you are still a youth.
Okay.
So you are just leaving youth at that time.
My DVD should hear this. Amegonga tuka 60. Amegonga tuka 60. So you're talking of one must be a youth and another one must be a person with disability.
Yeah,
on constituency level.
Disability but in the constituency level.
But they are going to head to the county assembly.
To the county assembly.
Very interesting.
The respective county assembly. Yeah. And then the third seat, the final seat, so that there are 5. The final seat is going to be competed for by 3 minorities. The minorities that are competing for 1 seat in each constituency to go to the county assemblies is an elder, 65 years and above, a person who is coming from a profession that will be certified that it has not been represented in parliamentary politics in Kenya, and a person who is a community minority.
Okay, hold your thoughts.
Yeah.
Hey, technical stuff here. Viewers, we are talking about what do we do. I want us to go for a break, and when we come back, Nicholas,
Yes.
I want you to tell me now who will speak for the Mwananchi. The reason why we are going this far, it was just to find out, you know, you as Free Kenya, what do you have that is different? So we want you to tell us, you know, who is it that now can stand for the Mwananchi, because it seems like the Mwananchi has been left alone. True or false?
There is a problem that we're having in this country, that Mwananchi seems to be going in a way that is alone.
Okay.
Let's hope that we are going to get answers. Yeah.
See you after the break.